From broke to boss, I flipped the script. Super Trucker Podcast got me fully equipped. Left the noise behind, now I'm stacking green. Voyager Nation made me live the dream.
First-time owner-operators looking to buy that truck because you're seeking freedom. Well, here you go. These are common questions and common comments that we get on a lot of our videos. So we're just putting it out there for you to consider before you jump into the pool. All right, man. So one of the things, a common thing is, if your truck payments vanish tomorrow, would you still be broke?
My truck payment?
well, because it's out there, man. A lot of guys think that if that truck payment just went away, man, that's it. Everything would be resolved. And if you're jumping into it with that mindset, I mean, we're only talking like $400 a week.
Well, there is, in my opinion, there is, hopes, dreams, expectations, and reality. So if you're working diligently for that truck payment to go away, well, that's fine. It's going to give you a little bit of flexibility once you pay it off, right? But I think having cash in the pocket are going to get a lot further, going to get you a lot further down the road than paid off truck. So it's not a single item issue.
Right.
It's actually a multi-layered challenge. So it's financial planning. So having no truck payment is amazing. However, if we go statistically speaking, most owner operators that I've seen paying off the truck actually slow down on the workload too. So instead of getting ahead, we kind of start chilling. And sometimes it lasts a little bit too long, and sometimes it doesn't end very well.
No, because the other side of that, I have seen too, where, owning this, paying off the truck and not having a payment at what price. And what I mean by that is that they actually own the breakdowns more than anything, because the truck is constantly just breaking down. So it's there, but it's costing you a lot more in maintenance and repairs on that bad boy.
Yes, another scenario very, very related to this. Remember our, Polk County Sheriff there?
Yes, sir.
So that guy. So we had an owner operator, and he's currently working at the Polk County Sheriff's Department. Pretty cool guy. He's been here for how long? Probably way over a year now.
Yeah, for sure.
So he had a pretty nice truck. He bought it. He started running as an owner operator, and then a little by little, because of maybe a lack of financial planning, he got to the challenge to where the truck is breaking down a lot. Right? And now he instead of kind of pushing through things and fixing things, he started looking for opportunities to solve that problem, right?
Yeah.
And then he actually took a loan
to make the repair.
To make the repairs. So that was about $20,000 of repairs. A lot of time went wasted while all these repairs was happening, while the loan process was happening and everything else. And then at the time when the truck was already fixed, every little tiny thing. If I remember his statements correctly, he was like, man, now I'm gonna hit the road. The truck is running like a champ now. I can't wait to hit the road. And what did I say? I said, man, I wish you're gonna keep it up, man. I wish you're gonna keep it up, that energy, because that's the energy that you need to build business. Being owner operator is you're not an employee. You're a business. You gotta be very opportunistic. You gotta be hungry. You have to hustle.
Yeah, because
you can't be just like, be 8 to 5 owner operator. That doesn't work like that.
Man, but I also think like the other side of that is a lot of guys spend years and years and years trying to figure it out. and it's like it's really not that hard once you have to accept it and be at peace with it, man. Like trucking is trucking, baby.
And that's exactly what happened to me. Like I wasted quite a few years in trucking, doing the same bullshit, like trying to figure something out that was figured out long before my feet landed on this land. And I was trying to figure this out. I was trying to solve all the injustices of the world and, who should pay to whom and what and bullshit like that. And then after ending in probably quite a few very similar situations to the guy that I'm making fun of right now. I'm not making fun. I'm just giving that as an example.
Right, yeah.
But what happened to that guy? He ended up running for a little bit. He recognized that, shit, you still have to run. Even though now everything is perfect, you still have to run. And this is not exactly what I'm looking to do. And then he decided to end his trucking owner-operator, adventure and move on with his life, right?
And, yeah, because, not just him, been doing this for a long time.
No, just one example.
Yeah, and I think there's plenty of it where we kind of hide behind the repair of the truck. I'm always prepping. If I had that specific engine, this, that, the other, and jumping around. Like, you got guys, man. How many guys coming off OTR looking for the magical loads intra-Florida? Man, just like light and pace, super sweet. Well, no, it's not like when, where.
and especially the guys that have been in business for 10, 20 years, man, like it's nauseating how crazy that is. And again, I'm not being a hater. I wish things were better. I've done those same mistakes too. But the only time anything changed when I embraced the suck and just fucking went with that.
Yeah. Because other than that, you're waiting for that, and everything around you to change.
Because
it's not gonna happen.
Let me give you a couple of examples, and we like to talk shit like that. But for example, how many people, like I'm just gonna use an example as like going, climbing the mountains, right? I can guarantee you, right now, there are a crapload of people in Florida, probably the flattest state of them all, that somewhere in their closet, we have all the gear to go to conquer the Everest, never seen a freaking mountain.
Yeah.
It's planning. Like, I'm guilty of a couple of those, issues too. Like, for example, fishing, right? Man, the amount of fishing gear that I have
compared to what you catch,
comparing to what I that's freaking bullshit, man. That's bullshit. And I think, okay, we talk about those fun things right now, right? But we do exist in business too. It's very easy to say, you know what? I'm going to take an extra $20,000 loan onto my business. I'm going to fix all the issues that I created in the last, 2 years of negligence. And it feels good because while you are on the couch telling your wife how you're going to go out there and conquer the world soon as the truck is going to be ready. And then one day the truck is ready. Sitting there for you, all pretty.
But you can't hide no more. There's nothing to hide behind, man.
Exactly. And now what's next? The Florida freight, the brokers, the Biden, the Trump.
Yeah.
What's next?
So I mean, these, just the other day I got a call right on the recruiting side, and the guy's individual's buying a truck. Wants to kind of keep it regional because I'm not too quite sure about this truck. I got to kind of test it out and this and that. And
don't buy it.
That was exactly what I said. Like, if you're that concerned, why would you buy this? Yeah. If this truck, if you cannot take a load right now to Ohio, to wherever, forget that you don't like Ohio. If this truck can't make it to Ohio, this is probably not a good idea.
Yeah, even if you're planning to run Florida only and buying a truck, that's already kind of like quite a crazy idea I would not subscribe to.
Right, yeah.
However, if you're buying a truck that you're already concerned about not being able to make to Ohio, even though I understand you're not planning to go to Ohio, this is not the truck that you want to buy.
Yeah, it has way too many problems.
You have to at least believe, and I get it, like when you're buying a used truck, you never know what's going to happen, right? There is always going to be a little bit of risk associated with it.
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
But when you're buying a truck as an owner-operator, if you're buying anything less than the truck can run, which can run 48 states, we're not going to Alaska, obviously, or Hawaii, just 48 states, that's enough. If you don't need that truck, period, no matter how you're going to spin it, you don't need that truck. Anything less than that is going to hold you back and is going to limit your business. And why would you start the business with such a obvious limitation?
Exactly. Yep. Owner-operator partnership is very real. I got tons of guys who are making $4,000 take-home. Learn how you can do that by giving me a call at 863-342-5171. We are conveniently located in Lakeland, Florida. We are a Florida-based trucking company that is here to provide you resources to be successful. So once again, it's 863-342-5171.
Or like how many times we've seen somebody buys a single axle truck?
Yeah, that's...
Like, why would you? Oh, because, you know, this guy, he had a good deal, and now what?
Yeah. Because what's a good deal? $8,000 off sticker price, and now what?
Or another mistake that people make all the time, buying a day cab. Why? Why would you?
Yeah, that's only if you have like specialized work and you're taking a risk because that's not going to be forever.
Yeah,
so
and
great. Yeah.
Yes, and unless that specialized work is provided to you by your own brother. Mm-hmm. That is going to be willing to keep that business that gives you that work just for you, just in case if he doesn't need it no more, just for you, because his little brother has a day cab.
There you go.
So I think there are a lot of excuses. There is a reality, and I get it. Like, you know, would I wish it would be fine to buy a freaking, I don't know, like the jet ski to do trucking? Yeah. That would be fun. That would be very fun to do for as long as you don't have back problems.
Yeah.
And then you buy, I don't know, something else. But at the end of the day, business is business. I just saw a post right before coming into this podcast, and Truck City Media. I've seen them a couple of times, you know, talking. Okay. Interesting individuals, and we posted some post kind of very politely attacking social media influencers in trucking.
Okay.
And, you know, I was like, yes, so all these people out there, like, for example, every time if right now we have probably 4 years at least of record.
Mm-hmm.
So if you guys go back through all of our videos, good times, bad times, and different times, one thing that you're gonna see again and again and again, we are talking about the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Good market paying crazy money, market going down, market going up. The message is always the same, because we've seen people going out of business in the best market ever. In the market of our lives, man.
Yeah. Because we've talked about that time and time again. Personal decisions, yeah, for sure.
And I'm just like, sometimes I'm curious, man. The dude that kind of gave up owner-operator business because first load out of Florida was less than $3 a mile. What is he thinking right now?
If he's even in the game,
he's probably in the game. He's probably driving for somebody, but he is obviously not an owner-operator, unless at some point, after making all the mistakes in the book, he finally decided, just like I did at some point, because I talked shit too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna embrace the suck, and I'm just gonna go with that. And then he may be, doing pretty well. But if he's fighting the same battles,
Yeah, but that's
It's toast.
yeah, for sure, man. That's accountability. Like at some point, you got to be accountable for yourself and your actions, and then that's it. I mean, because even if it is the trucking, right? Even if he didn't get started, it's not the $3 a mile out of Florida that made him bankrupt. It's the fact that he allowed one adversity in this business to be the excuse to get out, and that's it.
Yeah, I agree, and I think that's very common in this industry. Not just this industry. As a matter of fact, I think this is very common in the entrepreneurship, because people have dreams, hopes, imaginations. But then the reality comes in when it's actually, enough talking about mountaineering. Now here's the mountain. Go.
Yeah.
It's enough talking about, let's go catch a shark. Man, here's the water. Here's the fishing pole. Good enough to handle a shark. Here's the dead bonito.
Yeah.
Go at it. And now, like, who, me? When? Now? Yeah, you now.
Right now. Well, that's why, guys, we check our videos, right? We say the things that you can control, right? Your dispatcher. This is what you can't control. Who you align yourself with. Your dispatcher should be a savage, not a receptionist. Look for the businesses that have good practice. The carriers that have those good practices that are going to align with you and help you get through it and to the other side. And that's the only thing that you can really control, man. Like it's who you're surrounding yourself with. Whatever you're deciding to do, you got to stick with it and you got to push through. Whether it's trucking or like you were talking about, any other entrepreneurial journey that you might do.
Yeah, anything that you do in life, just make sure you do your part, and that's all that matters.
And don't bullshit yourself, man. Like if like that's the biggest thing. Like if you're scared, you're scared. Cool,
Well,
own up to that. But
I think the biggest problem is for people to actually admit that, because it sucks to admit your own flaws. Like I remember again, me talking shit versus me doing shit. Man, that was quite a thing to admit to myself.
yeah.
And then obviously everything changes, but without hard work, without actually going out there and doing it, nothing is gonna happen. There is a guy posted some question on social media, and talking about numbers and growth, right? And I'm like, brother, like we can do a lot of things. Two things we cannot do for you is we cannot drive your truck, and we cannot want it for you. We cannot hustle it for you. You gotta be in the game for yourself, for your own business, and then we game. Let's do this. But I'm not gonna tell you your outcome when the most important piece of your outcome is you.
Yeah, it's up to you. Yeah.
And I don't know you. You know you. I know me. I know people around me. I know people. I know what our team can do. I know what we can hit or we cannot hit. But at the end of the day, it's you, man.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing, like, right? A lot of entrepreneurs, want to make moves with guarantees. So, and that's not likely. So that's a very tall order for anybody.
No, if you want guarantees, you call 1-800 Schneider or Swift or whatever, and we're probably we guarantee 2,000 miles a week or whatever. It's gonna be some guarantees there. As an owner operator for your business, guarantees like. Man, I can guarantee you that if you do everything that I'm gonna tell you to do, you're gonna be fine. The question is, are you gonna do what I'm gonna tell you to do? You're probably gonna be like, yeah, let's do this, man. This sounds so awesome. And then crickets. And then, hey, what's up, man? I thought it's Monday. We start on Mondays.
All right, guys. So there you have it. That's a few topics that may help you make your decision if this is for you. But if you do decide, the telephone number is 863-342-5171.
Let's go make it happen.
Operators looking for the best business owner opportunity, look no further. I got all the programs that are going to make you successful. Everything to operating from 2 different fuel cards, top of the line trailers with a maintenance program that is unbeatable, to plates, insurance, you name it, we got it. All you got to do is give us a call, 863-342-5171. Learn more and get started.